Hey peeps, this week's telework tip video is going to be only about one topic, changing Windows desktop experience, mainly the taskbar, because the way it comes is like secrets mode. Microsoft doesn't want you to know what's open and what's not open, what's a shortcut, what's running, what has a special status, nothing. It's all hidden. And we're going to go over it. This is actually a request from a couple of people from a previous video that I did, and they requested that I spend more time on this so they could follow along and do it step by step and choose the settings they wanted. And that's what we're going to do today. So I've got this virtual Windows thing up here. Don't worry about it. It's just a virtual copy of Windows running. It's not like a real computer, but that way I can make changes and you can see the changes as they compare to my regular taskbar, which is right below. See that? These are the things that I'm going to change, and you could cherry pick from these different settings and choose the settings you like for your experience with Windows. Start menu, I've already uninstalled all the programs I don't want, and you can go to them and right click and hit uninstall on the things you don't want. I've also installed programs I do want, so I'm going to leave that up to you. But I'm going to start with putting some stuff in here. I'm going to go to the desktop. I'm going to right click some things I want in the start menu. Right click, pin to start. That's Firefox. How about Chrome? Pin to start, Edge. Edge is already in the start menu. And now it has some friends. Oh, look at that. That's just a quick example. Second thing is this goofy search box. Why do I need that? I don't need that. That's clutter. Sometimes it'll look like that, and sometimes it will look like just a little search icon like that. You don't need that. It's redundant. Redundant is stupid. Because if you just open the start menu and start typing, like let's say I want Firefox, there I have it. See, there's a search box there. This search function searches for files. You can also configure it to search the internet or whatever, but I don't need this taking up space. So if we right click in the taskbar in an open spot and go to search and then choose hidden, and you see that goes away. The next one is this task view thing. I only have one program open, that's Brave. So let's open up Firefox. And so let's say I have these two programs. I'm going to go back and forth. That's what this is for, going back and forth all your programs. But you can also get to the task view using a combination of keys on your keyboard, Windows button, and tab. So again, it's redundant and it's taking up space. Right click the taskbar, look for Show Task View button, and uncheck that. And it's gone. Now the next thing is these icons. It's really hard for me to tell which programs are open and which ones are not. All they give us is a skinny little blue bar thingy, and they're like, that's all you need to know what's going on your computers. Now what happens if I have like 3 of these? Let's say I have C drive open, and then my server open, and then who knows what open. Then they kind of like stack on each other with these, you can't tell, and you have to hover your mouse. What we're going to do is make it so I can see what's open and what's not. You right click on the taskbar in an open space, and you uncheck lock the taskbar. That's going to allow you to resize the taskbar. We want to make it one tile taller because we're going to make it short again with the next step. You hover your mouse on the top edge of the taskbar. I know it's hard to see, especially with the default color being black, but you just move your mouse till you see the up and down arrow. You click and drag that up one spot. There you go. Great. Now we right click the taskbar again and hit Taskbar Settings. Now this whole menu is for the taskbar, and it's got a lot of stuff, and we don't need to use all of it. But if we choose Use Small Taskbar Buttons, it makes it short again, like I said. And you're like, but Rob, those are all tiny. I can't see anything. I'm like, did I say I was done? I'm not done fixing it. Hold on a second. Scroll down a tiny bit. Where the section where you see these 2 drop-down thingies. And you hit the second one, and you change that to when taskbar is full. What that's going to do is show the labels, because this one is set to hide the labels. Like that. You don't want to use the never option, because what if you're like me and you get really busy and you have like 50 of one thing open. If you don't have it stacking them on top of each other when you have too many, then they run off the edge and you'll have to like use a stupid scroll bar thingy down here. Screw that. The next thing is notification area. I don't know why they call this a notification area, because it's actually called the system tray. And they started hiding these things back in Windows XP. See this stupid little up arrow? It's all derpy and dumb and hiding things. Like, what if I want to unplug a flash drive or do my Bluetooth? Or see what the status of whatever that doohingy what's it is. Check out my actual computer. I got a bunch of things. Like I'm recording OBS of me talking to you with my pretty face. And the other one of recording this desktop. And these little red dots are reminding me, hey bro, these are recordings. They're recording right now. You should be talking and doing cool things for the camera. But if I had them hidden, I wouldn't know that. And hitting this little up arrow is not convenient. I like to be able to look down at a glance and see what's going on. So I go over here under notification area and hit the first one. Select which icons appear on the taskbar. And I just turn this always show all icons in the notification area to on. And now it shows them all. Obviously, if I had more programs that showed statuses down there, it would show more thingies. I hit back up here, this back button, and there's a section that below here that this doesn't have access to because this virtual computer only has one pretend monitor. But my actual computer has two, so you can see what this section looks like and what it does. If I right click down here and go to Taskbar Settings and get my for reals computer ones going, go down here, you see I have options here because I have two monitors. This drop down is pretty sweet because you choose the option that says taskbar where window is open. What that does is whatever thing down here is on the screen will show a thing on this taskbar. Let's say I have Google Chrome and I move it to my other monitor. There we go. It disappears from this taskbar and it actually appears on the taskbar on my other monitor. And if I bring it back, it shows it there. Sweet. Close that. Next thing, we got some more clutter going on down here. I'm actually going to close these programs to demonstrate what I mean. We've got Edge, Explorer, Store, and Firefox pinned to the taskbar, and we don't want that. Right-click on each one and hit Unpin. Some people like to keep these. That's up to you. But I like to do it back the way they had it in Windows 98 and Windows 2000 and Windows XP. They had a little menu down there called the Quick Launch. I need at least one program open for this thing to make it easier for me to see what I'm doing. Right-click on the taskbar, and you go up to Toolbars, and then a New Toolbar. And we're actually going to tell it the path to a folder that's built into Windows, and it's still there, even though they got rid of this in Windows Vista. You type a %sign. Now, this is important. %sign, and then user profile. Another %sign, \, app data, \, roaming, \, Microsoft, can't spell today, whatever, lol, \, Internet Explorer, \, Quick Launch. See that? Again, it's user profile, app data, roaming, Microsoft, Internet Explorer, Quick Launch. You can actually pause the video here so you can get this whole folder going on your screen at the same time if you want. Once you have that, you hit Select Folder, and you're going to see this thing. And it's kind of cluttered at the moment, but we're going to fix that. You click on it so that it looks like the 4 arrows. You drag your mouse up a tiny bit till it's close to the top, and then you just go left. Trust me, you want to do it this way. It's the easiest way. I've done this a billion times. This is the fastest way. And you keep going until it's on the other side or above this one, where you had that one program open. That's why I left it open, so you could see it. Now you see how this is all like weird looking and clutter. You go over here on this spot. Don't right click over here or click any of those. You right click on this spot where it says quick launch, or right here maybe, right? And you uncheck show text. Then you do it again, right click, and you uncheck show title. Now it looks like this. And you drag this over, which is your regular taskbar section, whatever, doohingy, what's it, that shows your programs that are open. And now you can decide what's going to be in there. And in my case, I'm going to remove a couple of these and I'm going to add something else. This is a show desktop button. What's that do? Shows the desktop. It just literally minimizes everything. But I don't need that because I know a Windows hotkey. Windows button and the letter D does the same thing. So I'm going to right click that. I'm going to hit delete. This one's a task view thing, just like we did with Windows button tab earlier. So again, that's redundant. Get it off. I don't need redundant things. Delete. Now let's see. What if I wanted VLC down there? I'm just going to drag it from up there down to there, and it makes a copy of the shortcut. Another cool thing about the quick launch is that you can back up this folder. Let's say you're re-imaging your computer or moving to another computer, and you know when you're done, that computer's going to have all the same programs as this one. Again, you just go to User, Profile, App Data, Roaming, Microsoft, Internet Explorer, and you copy paste the quick launch folder to say like a flash drive or whatever backup solution you're doing for that time. Next thing is this people button. If you don't use it, say for example, you don't use Microsoft Contacts, like you say you use Google Contacts or Apple Contacts, you don't need that there. Or if you do use Microsoft Contacts, but you don't want that button down there, you right click the taskbar and you uncheck where it says show people on the taskbar. And that clutter is gone. Look at that beautiful taskbar. Oh, secrets mode eliminated. I can keep an eye on things. Oh, look, my sound is muted. I can unmute my sound. Oh, look, my flash drive is plugged in. I could safely remove and eject the hardware. Oh, look, I have Bluetooth settings that I could check on, or whatever. Or let's say you have a laptop, you want to keep an eye on your battery status, or your Wi-Fi signal strength. Or say you're using VPN software and you want to keep an eye on it to make sure it stays connected. The list goes on and on. Or what about Microsoft Teams? When you close out that program, it keeps running, even though you close the screen. And the only way to exit it is to find its icon down here, right-click it, and hit exit, or close or something. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is really brief, and it's the color and the desktop picture. Now, getting there is you just open the Start menu by pressing the Start button on your keyboard, and then type the word color. By default, Windows comes like that. I forgot to turn this off earlier, and sorry. But I think it's pretty lame. Like, Microsoft, why do you have a black taskbar? What are you trying to say? On top of that, if I remote into somebody's computer using a program that disables their desktop picture, the background turns to black. So it's black on black. What are you saying, Microsoft? I don't get it. And it's really difficult for me to tell where the taskbar ends and the desktop begins. So I can't click on things. And it's kind of like this virtual computer window. When I'm looking at their computer screen, it's a small screen with their screen aside of that screen, and the words are all scrunched and blurry. Stupid Microsoft! Well, turn this transparency thing on. It's kind of cool because when you do choose a cool desktop picture, you can see a little bit of it through it. You also get to choose a color. Let's go with purple. I like purple. And then check this out. You check this top one. This is Start, Taskbar, and Action Center. It's going to show the accent color there. Check. Now I've got a purple taskbar. Sweet. And I've got a purple Start menu. Sweet. And if I choose this one, title bars, some of my programs will have purple title bars. Sweet. And this is really easy for you to tell which window is active. So let's say you have the C drive up and you have another one. You're like, which one am I clicking on? If I start typing, where are my words going to go? It's going to go to the one with the purple title bar, not the one with the white title bar. Now, let's do the desktop wallpaper. And for that, we're going to use the internet. I've already loaded Google Images into Brave, which is just images.google.com. By the way, Brave is a Chrome variant that does not spy on you at all. So if you like privacy, click like on the video. Let's say I'm really into Doctor Who and I like Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. I'm going to put 13th Doctor Wallpaper. This is one of the best ways to make you feel comfortable working on your computer is to change your desktop wallpaper. And I'm not going to go and scroll for hours because sometimes that's how I wind down as I scroll for hours looking for wallpapers. So I'm going to click this one. I'm going to go to the web page. Okay, and there's that one. Here's a download button. So I'm going to open up File Explorer. By the way, I pinned that to the Start menu. And you should pin things to your Start menu. It's really, really, really helpful. I'm going to go to the C drive. I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to hit New Folder. I'm going to type Wallpaper. I like to do this all caps. Ignore that folder. That's nothing. Shut up. Actually, that's like me doing all of this with the single registry file is in there. But I digress. You have this folder that you made that you're going to organize your wallpapers. Now, it's up to you if you only have one wallpaper or three, because I've seen people do that. Or if you have 300 like me and organized all into like flowers, cars, Doctor Who, Metal Gear Solid, whatever. But we're just going to do a couple in this example. Download original, and you get this window. This Save As window is actually the same program as this File Explorer where you made the folder. So it's more familiar that way. You want to scroll down or resize this window so you can see what's going on the left. Expand this PC, and I'm going to see Wallpaper in this example. And see, this already has a file name. I'm going to keep that there and put 13th Doctor. Now, why I'm keeping their file name is what happens if I want to download more images of the 13th Doctor. I can't have more than one file with the same name, and leaving their name on there keeps it unique. All right, that's downloaded. So I'm going to go back to this settings menu that I had open, and I'm going to type Wallpaper. It says background image settings. Or I can get there other ways, like typing Wallpaper in the Start menu. It goes to the same place. Now you see there's an example of your desktop, and here's some pictures that are already on the hard drive that come with Windows. If you hit this Browse button, you recognize this window? Yep. Go to this PC, see Wallpaper, and then hit the file that I just downloaded. And I'm going to hit Windows button D so we can look at the desktop. Sweet. That's done. That purple with the color accents in her outfit and the orange blending through on the right because I have the transparency turned on looks pretty nice. There's another wallpaper you can change. That one's called a lock screen. So I'm going to do a search for it in the settings menu. Type lock. Lock screen settings. And this is the default Windows comes with. And I hate it. I hate it. I despise it. This is what it looks like. It's a freaking cave, people. And I hate walking into a business where they've got like hundreds of computers and it's desk after desk of caves. Honestly, this is my look of disapproval. How unprofessional is that? That means you didn't make any customizations to your computers before rolling them out. My job, when we move from Windows 7 to Windows 10, they're set to a unique background that represents the business. And I think it's pretty sweet. So we're going to change that because I can't stand this stupid cave. Let's go back to the internet. Dear internets, I want another one. What should I get? Let's see how this web page wants me to download it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's just a Reddit thingy. That's cool. Let's see if I can just right-click it and hit download or something. Save image as. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and name it as no. I'm going to take that underscore off and say TARDIS in colors. And I make sure this is this PC C wallpaper, so it's in the same place. Sweet. Save. Go to settings. Lock screen. Make sure I'm in the right settings menu. And hit the browse. And see wallpaper and TARDIS in colors. Whoop. Now let's lock the computer, see how beautiful it is. Oh, that's a lock screen right there. Sweet. Yeah, I'm going to travel in some time today working on my computer. But check it out. Everything's all user-friendly for me now, and I can see what's going on. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more telework tips videos, there's going to be a link in the description for you guys to go to the telework tips playlist. Or you can click right here to get to a cool video I made with my son where we made hot wings. Or you can go down here and chatting on the Instagrams or the Twitters or the Facebook. My things are down there. Or you can subscribe to my channel down here. Thanks for watching. I've been Robert Gene, signing out.